shot taken by the captain, Lewis Ludlow, and the surge looking ominous.
Everyone is different, and that makes a good team, is how sort of everyone knowing each other and how well you react to it. I wouldn't ask anyone else to do what I can't do. I'd rather be at the front, sort of putting my head forward first and then leading by example. That's a big thing for me as the leader, wanting to be the leader of this club, is being able to understand and bounce between everyone. And that's something we worked really hard on as a leadership group, of noticing when these boys are down. There's a lot of very different characters in our group, and some boys react well to a big sort of pat on the back and you've got to G them up a little bit and fill the tyres, but other boys you just you've got a couple of your close mates that sometimes you need to put a stern look and we've got to get going now. To be honest, I'll be the most honest bloke here. If something needs to be said, I'll say it, and I think that's key. I think people respect that. Like, if you're honest with them, whether it's bad or good, they'll respect that. It's probably similar to business. If you speak to somebody outside of the business environment, you're probably going to get a bit different approach. But then sometimes that approach circles back on itself into the business, and that could be a way of, whether it's closing a deal, or for us it's, someone's been dropped and it's how you get them back, because you don't need that person to be at their best in the week to help you as the first team. Biggest thing for us in a game is clarity. We go through a few scenarios of different games, and then what we do in that scenario. Haystow as the play caller, Freddie as the line-out caller. We want to see scenarios on a pitch, and boom, all of a sudden, if all three of us are on the same page, then there's 15 other blokes on the pitch that know what they're doing. Effort is something which we would class as non-negotiable, and I think that's always what gets looked at first in terms of a review. If your effort's there, well then the outcome will be what the outcome is. You can't win every game, you're not going to have every outcome as you want, but as long as the effort is there. Like, we had games when Skibbs would first come in where the review was purely on effort, and there were some shocking reviews. Luckily, I can say we haven't had one of them for a long, long time, because this group that we've built now, it is non-negotiable. Your effort's there. You get that euphoric feeling for sort of an hour, 2 hours after the game, and then the business we're in, it's like bang, you're into the next week. But like, it's a really nice feeling, because even when you come back in on a Monday, you're still happy, you can review things, it's always better reviewing a win. It's just a different feeling on a loss. However, it's how you look at that loss. Let's learn as much as we can from this loss so that it doesn't happen again. I think the only time to start getting really down is when mistakes are sort of doubling up. Right, this is no longer a learning process, this is an issue now. The buzz around the place as those wins keep coming. Prem Cup boys do well. Everywhere around the place at the moment, Lance's email he put out, that just sends a little buzz around everyone as well, so that gives the whole place and the teams within the teams a real good buzz around it.